wanted to see my ass. Huh? Hi guys, Lady LuSsh here and welcome back to the channel. We are back today with something a little bit different on my channel. It's actually a tutorial on how to do animated stop motion. So this could be interesting. I hope you guys find it useful. If you do, let me know in the comments below. Without further ado, get your tea ready, get your water ready, and let's get cracking. Right, so I am by no means a professional or have any real skills in stop motion. I'm actually very new to stop motion myself. I've only got like 2 videos on my channel of stop motion, which I'm still trying to figure out. But in figuring out stop motion, I've discovered the animated stop motion. Most of you guys will know the regular stop motion is, you know, frame by frame you see objects coming back into the house or whatever it is you're doing. But with the animated stop motion, the items actually move to the position and it looks really cool. I've seen it around, but I haven't actually seen how to do it. So I have been figuring it out. There might be other videos out there that show you how to do it. If there are, please tell me, because I might be doing this all wrong. I don't want to give you the wrong information, but this is the information that I've kind of gathered for myself. And I think that it actually works. Forgive me for my throat. I sound a bit mashed. I've been really sick recently, but I really wanted to get this out because I want to do stop motion videos myself, but I just didn't know the right way to do a full, you know, build. I'm going to show you right now. But so yeah, before we get started with the stop motion, there are some settings that I want to quickly show you. Right, so as you can see, I'm at like my main drive settings. So you want to click into wherever you keep your program files. So your program times 86 file, this is the one that you want to click onto here just to change the settings. And this is for the camera speed. Who did I watch? The only stop motion video that I've actually watched, it was someone called Pazarine. I'll leave a link in the description because it's absolutely fantastic. What I've learned is from her channel, but there's just extra things that I've discovered for myself along the way. So you go into here. I don't think she actually showed you this, where you get the file from, but maybe she did, I don't know. But you go into there, and then you want to go ahead and find your origin games, this one. And then you want to go to your Sims. And then you want to scroll until you find games. There's games. Then you want to go into your bin. And then you want to go to res. Okay, and then once you're in res, you want to go to video camera. So that's here. And then here you can see the speed of I guess the camera angles and what's automatically put on there. I've already changed mine. So what you want to do, you just scroll down to the bottom. You want to go to the default interpolator parameters, camera 5, camera 6, and basically you change these settings to easy in out. And I've changed mine to easy in out 4, but you can change them to whatever number you want depending on the speed of your camera. And basically easy in out, it's the way when you're doing transitioning. So generally we press Control 5, 6, 7 or 8 to transition in the game, to move the camera around, and the easy in out determines the speed. So you'll start off slow, get a bit faster, and then start off slow again with the easy in out. But they do have a linear, I think it's linear. You can change it, but this is the one that I'm going to be currently using just for that smooth transition. So you get slow, fast, slow. So if you want to just take these down, so easy in out and for 4 seconds, and I have experimented with 6 seconds and 2, and yeah, the 4 is a nice balance, I would say personally. So you want to get that going, and then once you've got that, you can just jump back into the game. Okay, so now that you've got your camera and everything set up, here are just a few things that are going to help us along the way. There is the tool mod, which is really cool for extra movement and just doing extra things that you wouldn't be able to do in the regular game. All you'd need to do for the tool, if you are going to use it, is Shift and T once you've downloaded it into your game. Obviously, to download it, you've got the download here. You want to make sure that you get the latest version of the game. You go here, you download, click on tool, and install it into your mods folder. Again, I also have better build by. With this as well, everything I can do in build mode. I know with an old tool, I never used to use it because I didn't have the PC, but I know with the old tool, people had to go back into live mode to use the tool option, but now everything can be done in build mode. So I've got the better build by, free mode, and expandable build by. I think I just downloaded one of these and it gave me everything. I can't be 100% sure, but yeah, Twisted Mexi is the man. Okay, so yes, big shout out to you. So yeah, make sure you get all the bits and pieces that you need. This is an essential build mode free cam, because this is what we're using to take the screenshots, to move around without having to come in and out of build mode. Okay, so let's head back to the build. All right then guys, so we've got all the basics, camera movements and speeds and stuff that we need. We've got the tools, we've got everything that we need to get started. As I said, I am very new to PC and I'm still learning as I go along, so this is definitely for beginners. I'm very much a beginner myself. I've pretty much taught myself how to do this in terms of the animation, because I haven't got a clue where to find any Sims stop motion animation videos. If there are any, please tell me. We'll jump straight into this. I'm sure you guys know a lot of the basic controls, but I'll just quickly go over them. So W to move forward, S to move back, A to go left, and D to go right. And if you hold down on shift, you can make your movement speed a bit faster. In terms of our controls, I have set a transition. The control 5 will take us here where we are now, and control 6 is our second point. So I've got 2 transitions already worked out, and the way I like to do the stop motions is work from the outside in, so that when we actually record it and it comes back to us, it will actually be from the inside out. So we're going to have to always think in reverse for this. So we've got all the basic stuff, which I'm sure you guys probably already know. So let's just jump straight into this. How do we do the animated stop motion? First things first, we need to pick an object. That object being, we're going to start with the tree. We're going to delete going all the way around, and then we're going to stop, and then we're going to get our transition picture. We're going to have a look at the screenshots and have a look at everything we've got, and then we'll gradually work our way inside. So how you want to do this is basically you want to delete everything, but in the way that you'd like to see it back. So this is going to be the last thing in the video. Let's get started on this first tree here. So what you want to do, you want to click on it with left click on the mouse, shrink it, let go. It can register it. Shrink it, let go. We shrink again, yeah, let go. And then we press K to get the sledgehammer and H to bring the cursor back. And we do the same here. Let go, shrink, let go. A sledgehammer, H to get the cursor back. We could do the same with this here. We can either go up or down with it, but I'm going to shrink this to see how it looks. I'm just doing this as I go as well, guys, so we are winging it together. And let's sledge that. We could probably shrink it right down to nothing, to be honest, and get it like look as small as we can get that. There we go. And then we're moving over, shrink, let go, click, shrink, let go, click, shrink, let go, and then we get the sledgehammer there. H to go back to the cursor, click, shrink, let go. Make sure I'm not grabbing the window because it could actually ruin the whole formation. Shrink, go, shrink, go, shrink, let go. Okay, to sledge it away. And then what we're going to do is something a little different with the window. We're going to actually lift the window up. So we click, lift, let go. Click, not the sink. Lift, let go. Lift, let go. We can even go one more. Got the counter now. Lift, let go, and then sledge that. Do the same with this. You can shrink it. Shrink. Shrink. And there we have it. So that section has been cleared. Then we'll rotate over here and we're going to do the same thing, but this one I want them to look like they are falling from the sky. So we click on it, Control 9, let go, click, Control 9, let go, and then K to destroy. And we just work it like that. So click on it, Control 9, stop. I think twice should be all right. I mean, you could go up 3 times if you wanted, 4 times even. Anything is up to you. But this is just an example. Like I said, the real video for this will be coming out. I say the real video, the actual stop motion video tutorial of the actual kitchen that this is, because it's not a real build, as you can tell. It's not a full house. This is actually just a kitchen. And so I'll be doing another video on that soon. See, with this one here, I'm just gonna get rid of it as it is. Don't have to get all fancy with that. And then we go up 1, and then up again 1, and then we will destroy. And so I'm going to keep on doing this until we finished here. Right, so once you've got your screenshots for that little section, as I said, this is a very small tutorial, but I hope it's enough. I generally go sort by date, so it's just in order of how we took the pictures. So what I do before I take it into the editing software, you just click on your first picture. That was just, you know, the end result type thing. So basically I'm going to click through it going forward, so we're just watching it, everything be removed, and then I'll click going back so we see roughly what it looks like. So you just spam away here where you can see that it's actually moving. And this is that without any editing. This is just the screenshots, and this is kind of the animation that we've got going. You can see that the things are moving and it's kind of looking pretty cool. I'm not sure which method I'll actually use, I've not made my actual video yet, but there. And now what we want to do, let's go backwards, so we can just get rid of that. So if we start from here now, this is how, when we're putting it into our editing software, this is the order that we want to put it in backwards as well. So here we go, and then it'll be like, you see the stones dropping, so it just looks like things are moving a little bit more. And this is how it kind of will look in the software, but you can speed it up, add transitions if you want to make it a little bit more cool. But this is the general look for the animated stop motion that I was going for. And there you have it. If you have found this useful, please let me know in the comments below if there's something else that you think I might have missed, because I'm kind of just going off the top of my head of what I can remember. So I may have missed something, so do forgive me. I'm going to actually show you how we get inside the house. So you've seen how that works. Now let's look how we get inside the house and keep the transitions going, okay? Right, so now we're going to work with the inside, and what you need to do first is undo everything again. So you got back to your clean canvas. So now let's just record this section here for the transition. Use your OBS or whatever software it is that you would use to get your footage and just record it. And there you have your transition. So we're going to get that and insert it into the clips. Right, so once everything's cleared up, it's really about working out like how we're gonna, where you want to start inside. I think general rule of thumb is kind of you work from the closest door out. But again, it'll be the same. The last thing that we do in the house will be the first thing that's going to get shown in the video. So what I've done, I've swapped the transition 5 now, so that it is now going to be around the back. Now, if you had like landscaping and things going on, you just repeat what we just did before. Just delete everything as we go along. Go ahead, take a screenshot of that. And then we're also, now this is where you want to record. I'm going to just press record and then press your transition. So just imagine that was all filled up, and boom, your transition will be here to start with the next set. Okay, so you get rid of this. Then you'd go ahead, get that to transition 5, take your screenshot, and then we're going to have another transition but into the house now. Let's get a position, let's call this 7 now. So from 5, the 5 will be here, and we go 7. And what you do have to remember to do as well is record your transitions in between each shot as well. We remove that and we go up 1, 2, up 3, delete. 1, 2, up 3, delete. Let's just double check that they all come back in order. And the picture, the flower, and then it'll be the door. Yeah. So now undo all this. So that was our point 7. So before we get started, I take a screenshot just like this. Tab out, Control Z, tab 7. Then a screenshot, you should be able to see a little bit of the speaker up there. About, Control Z, tab 7. Screenshot. And sorry about my voice as well. I'm still really ill as well, guys. So annoying. There we go. We should start seeing. Yep, that's in place now. So the picture frame now should start coming down. There we go. We got 1. It's very, very small movements. But as I said, once it all comes together, it should make for a nice video. Have that there. There's the flower. And there's the door. That would be like if we'd finish the room, like, ah, yes, the room's finished. And then that's when we would transition outside. So you'd always want to have that recorded as well, that little transition there outside. Get that recorded, and then you're off to the next. Then once we're back inside, just have to turn the camera, figure out which section you want to work on next. And you keep on just positioning, transitioning, transitioning. New words for the day. So it's like if you wanted to do this next again, we'll just break things down. Probably start with removing stuff from the walls, then the bench. But as I said, there will be a video. I'm going to have another tutorial of this actual build here, of how I made this kitchen. So we're going to be looking out for that next. Let's go ahead and head over to our editing and see what we've just accomplished. Okay, so now I'm in DaVinci Resolve. This is where I'm going to do my editing. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this. I did used to use Mavavi for my editing and stuff, and that one was really cool. So I'm still getting used to DaVinci as well, so pretty cool. So we've got like our media source. This is where we'd put like our video clips, our transitioning clips. Anything would go in this section here, and over here is where we'll be putting our screenshots. And the main thing we need to know is the rendering is the last one here. So, but before we get started, I like to change the frames. So timeline frame rate, I'm gonna go with 30 frames per second. Let's get that saved. Let's go and get our bits. So we can go here, media pool. So we can go to file, import, media. Where I've got my things actually open at the bottom here, I'll just go here. Then we go to the bottom. And here I've got two folders. One is named outside. Then we just double check that it's sort by date. Yep, this is the one we just did. Sometimes I put this in the timeline and it changes order. So let's see how it works now. Don't change the order, dude. Be nice. So we've got 84 pictures there. Beautiful. I have not put the transitions in yet, but this is just to show you how to actually get it on here. So that's the first set of pictures we've got. Be all right. Now we drag all of these into the actual timeline. Oh my god, I have a lot. I think there's a quicker way. Just make sure I'm individually selecting. So over here, this is how you zoom. You got your zoom in and out. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Don't need that in there. And if you've got gaps in your work, you can right click and ripple delete. For me personally, I've got Shift, Control and D. It will, you know, backspace it as well. Right, so there we have our first picture. Let's just see. Yep, it is playing. So now what we're going to do, we are going to actually change the speed of this. Make sure, see there was a slight thing there where I might have had my hand on the screen, so it kind of lit up a little bit. So as I said, this is just a tutorial, a quick run through, but you want to be mindful of stuff like that. So now it looks like everything, I'm going to quickly scan it. Looks like everything is in place. Yeah. Now what we want to do, you highlight it all, and we can right click, and then we're going to go to change clip duration. Frame, you can do it in time or frames. Okay, we'll do frames, and I'm going to go with 4 seconds. And then Control Alt D, close the gap, then we're over there. So in between here is where there'll be a transition. So what you could do, I like to do, is like color group things as well. For this section, we know it's like the first clip. So if you go to clip color, you can just change that to orange. So you know that that section is the first part before we add a transition. And I'll keep that blue for now because that's fine. And then also, or what should we call it? Stones. This one will compound these and call it window. You don't have to do this, but you know, sometimes it just keeps it as one clip now. And you only do this if you don't need to go back into the clip for anything. So color apricot. I mean, there's a little bit of a difference. So as I said, in the middle here would be where our transition is. Okay, so we've got the transition. So let's have a look how it plays through. And I'm still narrating as well over the transition. There we go. This is looking really smooth, really neat. And there you have it. Obviously, whilst I was doing the transition, I was chatting over it and stuff. So when you're doing it, obviously no chitter chatter. And then I'm going to show you the next step now as we get inside the house and see how that works. And there you have it, guys. So that is how we are doing the animated stop motion for The Sims 4. I hope that was really useful to you guys. As I said, I was doing a lot of research myself to try to figure out how to do this. There might be things that I've missed out. If not, then fantastic. If I have, please let me know in the comments. I said, go easy on me. You know, I'm very new to this. Definitely going to be doing a lot more stop motion builds on my channel as well, so look out for it. Look out for this kitchen one as well, because it will just be a nice tutorial on how to build this is actually a rustic farmhouse type kitchen. So keep on the lookout for that. I hope this was some value to you guys. If it was, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know, guys, what you think and if it was really useful to you or not. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and I'll see you soon.